Hello guys, and welcome to a little game I like to call the Stanley Parable. As you can see up here, it says Stanley Parable. And then, oh god, it's Inception. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like, I do that, and it does it over there, and then it does it over there, and then it does it over there, and then it does it over there. Yeah. Right. Anyway, let's get started before my brain overloads with too many things. End is never. If you guys like this, I'll probably do some more because I have played this game.
This is the
once,
story of a man named
but
Stanley.
apart from that, anyway,
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
oh my god, it's the void.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
The Stanley
Something
Parable.
that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
damn bright windows.
call a meeting, or even say
It's on the computer.
hi.
Download the stuff.
Never
oh,
in
yeah.
all his years at the company
Hello?
had
Phone?
this happened. This complete isolation. Something was
Why is the
very
computer
clearly
the
wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to
I don't
move
like
for
how
the
the computer's
longest
the box.
time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses,
Oh,
he got
oh,
up from his
oh,
desk
ding.
and stepped out of his
picture.
office.
What does this say? I hate Monday. Must say I hate Mondays. Yellow box. I like how I can only go this far, but I can't go in there. 427. They're the key words we must remember, people.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Was it? That's funny. Hello, found. This is over here. I like work. I just hate the boss. Oh god, the windows are fucking bright. Oh my god! Why would you put that in the game? It's like Battlefield 3 with the sun. Inception. Inception. Be my Valentine. Hey, spacebar doesn't do nothing. Oh my god, some people are messy. I mean, people leave the dirt. I think this boxes, you know, people just leave everything behind. Oh.
When
doors.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna follow what it does. Oh, boardroom.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Without
Feeling a wave of
halting the
disbelief,
whiteboard manager.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
Future
there.
was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Very good, very good. Employee 5 and Jim. Employee 417, but like 05, 91, 16, 31, then just Jim. You know what? We have an employee called Jim. Everyone is unique. You make me feel special inside. Slide. Number of slides, charts, charts, slides. Well, we know now. We must use more slides. Moving on.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm gonna walk upstairs. I think this narrator knows what he's on about. No, I think he knows. He knows the crack. This is nobody. Oh, okay. Oh my God! I can't get past the chair. I can't get past the chair. No, get up in the. No. What's over here? Saved bathroom. Oh, golden tiles. No. Oh, okay. You know, I like how it's a fancy room. And this is a white door. You know, and they maybe snazzy up the door or something like that. Just a bit of architecture design.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Oh, look, people.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
No, let me out.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. It's a big void. Stuff. Am I going backwards? Oh. Oh my God! Why is this an engine block here? Damn you, engine block. With all your clickiness. See, this does not look safe. I've got myself into something this time. Oh. Loading. Well, this, guys, is a loading screen. You might be able to hear my computer dying in the background. It's actually taking this game better than I thought it would, so that's always good.
Descending deeper into the building,
Hello.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Mind? What's that? The fuck? That's not really good. That's not a good sign.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
The hell is the same as escape? It says escape and it makes me want. There's a long corridor. It says escape and it makes me want to go that way, but I mean, the big letters. And I'm gonna stop. Screw it. I'm gonna go this way. The door. Ah, shit. Well, I can't push the fucking button.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I must have the strength. For my imaginable wife that I think I have, but I don't really remember. So this will be fun.
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their
That's
true
first thing I
nature
see.
revealed.
Where's my
Each
number?
bore the number of an employee in the
shit.
building,
42
Stanley's
over there.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this
427,
time?
see my number?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his
yeah.
emotions had
That's
been
true.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
427. 427 employee. CC2. Where the fuck's that going?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Oh my God,
It was
surprise.
unthinkable, wasn't it?
Oh,
was it even possible?
Okay, we just passed
Had
through
he
that
truly
bit,
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with
control
emotions.
status.
Happy or sad or
mind
content.
control, yes.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I think
For
it should be
he
turning
would
off.
dismantle the controls once and for all.
System power. What the hell's in here? Oh, mind control, ideal way to Oh, bitch. Mind control should never be used. Hello? It's so dark.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
This is really weird.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Oh. Well, that was weird.